taking back your energy and giving back to yourself. You've moved away from something. And, from what I can see here, there's something that went down that was just, not good. We have the Seven of Swords in the middle of the spread here. And bottom line, Aries, there are 7 planets in your sign right now, all moving towards this new moon on the 17th, conjunct Chiron. So this is the wounded healer sitting in your first house. And this reading here, is you guys, some of you guys here, the collective that I'm reading for, that I'm resonating and vibrating with, has seen their worth. They are, this was fast movement. This Tower, 7 of Swords to the 9 of Pentacles here. So this is something coming out that you did not expect. Something that, happened very, very quickly and, rocked you. But I do see that you took swift movement here. I think this was something that you saw it. You were like, you know what? I am better off on my own. I don't need to, be involved in this. There might have been a bit of conflict here, Aries. We have the 6 of Swords to the Tower, to the 5 of Wands here. So definitely a conflict. And, of course, why wouldn't you? If this is something that came up in your environment, specifically with, bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So you may be dealing with, a fire sign here. But this energy is also one that, is very inconsistent. This is, the player, this is this person that comes in and out, gives you just enough, but never really solidifies anything. And I think you were done. You're done with the games. You're done with putting yourself in situations. We see this figure here with the 10 swords, in the back, and this might be a pattern specifically this week. Like if this happened, within the last, few weeks here, this is really illuminating this pattern of that wound, right? This is Chiron in Aries right now, and it's with this, all of this fire energy here, things, if you were in misaligned relationships, if there was this theme of, betrayal, something going on here, this week is, it comes to a head. It is completely illuminated. It comes out because we are going into a new cycle here, into a new era. And the universe is saying, Aries, you don't need to take this with you. You have forward movement here. There are good things that are coming in. And in all honesty, when you are in a situation where somebody is taking or betraying or whatever, sneaky behavior, whatever it may be, player tendencies here, wanting to be seen, wanting to have all of the attention. Right. And the Emperor here with these cards here, this is not a person of integrity. This is a person that is also not only, a show off, not only wanting to get attention from, the community, but also very, very possessive, very, very controlling and rigid. There might have been some sexual compatibility there. I'm surprised that the Devil card's not out here. But I think, and maybe this kept you on the hook for quite some time. I don't know. But I do see now that you are in this 2 of Wands energy, looking to see, what is next for you. I do see yourself very, very comfortable here. I don't see yourself in an energy of, too much grief or anything like that. Obviously, this never feels good. But with the 10 of Swords here, I think that it just came to a head. You're just like, you know what, done. I'm not entertaining this anymore. I'm not going to allow this person to continue to come in and out of my life. am not going to allow this type of energy and experience in my life anymore. And you're realizing also that, you know, this from out of this situation, out of this unfortunate situation, it really brought you back to your own self. It really brought you back. So, you know, this is a situation where, you know, his loss, your gain. And, you know, there might be a conflict here, you know, still you might not be in talking terms with this person here. But, you know, I feel like if this was an energy of, or if you've been in this loop of going back and forth with this person, I do feel that, you know, this is the last time and you are, you know, moving away from this. Let's see what else we can get you here, Aries. And let me know in the comments. I feel like just across the board, there's so much relationship themes going on at the moment here. And so let's see what else is. What are the let's find out about this other person here. What are the intentions of whoever Aries was connecting with here? Well, yeah, they're reflecting. They're grieving. Yeah, it's definitely a loss. Why? You're the prize. Look at whoever is King of Cups here now. In it now, right? Goes from the this energy here to now the King of Cups, and of course now this King of Cups here is, you know, you might be dealing with a water sign. You don't need to be. You know, I just feel like this. Definitely in his emotions at this point, you know, feeling the loss of you, you know, feeling it in the gut, really reflecting. What's my Aries feeling like at this moment? My Aries feeling like? What's the energy for my Aries here? Ace of Pentacles. You got something coming in. You know, maybe this offer, maybe something else. Let's see. The Hangman and the Four of Pentacles. So I do see yourself, you know, protecting your peace, protecting, you know, your space. You might be having boundaries at this point. You might be no contact. You know, yeah, this is you looking onwards and upwards. You know, having the strength, right, to move on. The Hierophant here, yeah. I do see you. Obviously, you know, again, this is not an easy situation to go through. You know, the Seven of Swords and a betrayal really puts you, you know, sits you on your ass for sure. You know, there's a grieving process to it. You might be going through all of the things, you know, recollecting if there was an actual betrayal or another person here, you know, and of course the Seven of Swords could be anything. Again, take it how it resonates. You know, this could be, you know, maybe messaging somebody, doesn't have to be a full-on relationship. This can be, you know, giving the energy somewhere else. You know, it can be very, very egotistical as well. But you may be in this space of, you know, having this awareness come in of like, where you abandoned yourself in the relationship, you know, again, with that Chiron wound being illuminated here, right? But I do feel, Aries, that you are going to be, you know, you're going to be good. You know, walking away from this is giving you your sense of self back, your power back. I think you didn't realize how much it had been draining you, and you might have been going through circumstances that you didn't need to. You know, by extension of being in this energy here, right? This is a massive energy leak here. I don't think a lot of us realize in terms of, you know, at the energetics of it when you're in this type of situation. You know, there are, you know, tales, you know, and clues around this. You know, your income may have been affected, opportunities may have been affected because of this energetic leak. And I think that you are doing the work here. Now let's get see what the outcome is here. what's the outcome for my Aries? And let me know in the comments how you're doing. Aries, there are, there's a huge collective right now going through this same experience. Let's help each other in the comments, be a support to each other. What's the outcome here? Confusion, conflict still. This stability or commitment was Page of Cups, the Hermit, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, 7, 8, the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Yeah, I really do think that you're in this energy of the the King of Swords, sitting in your truth, protecting yourself at all cost. You've completely taken the emotion out of this. There was definitely confusion around this commitment here. Again, this page coming out, with the Hermit. So the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. This might have been somebody, from your past that you have, just been going back and forth for a long time. This can also be you ruminating on, nostalgia, having waves of it come in and out. This this person that you were connected to might come back. I don't see them coming back at this point. Looks like they might come in with an offer at some point, but I think by the time that they do, you're long gone. I feel with the Page of Cups, with the Hermit here, the Page of Cups, the Seven and the Eight of Pentacles, you're really reflecting and taking out, the wisdom here and learning from this situation and saying, listen, I am done with these, offers that, this is just a page. This is, they give very little. It's a small offer. You're putting in all of the work here and all of the time, all of the energy and the resources. And it's such a great imbalance. And I feel like at this point, you're just like, no, I'm not going to do it. And, rightfully so. I don't think that at this point you can go back. Some of you may, again, this is not going to resonate with all of you, but I do feel, the greater message here, and with the transits happening this specifically this week, the new moon on the 17th is, has some pretty, harmonious aspects to it for you, Aries, but the days subsequent after that are going to be pretty tough for all of us as a collective. So, I want to say here to you that you, if you are not talking with this person, keep it that way. Try not to break contact here. If you are needing to have a conversation or to get closure, or if they do come back to get closure, make sure that it is on your terms, that you are at a place that you can speak to them from a much more neutral place, rather than the emotionality or the anger of it. Specifically this week, because there's so much, high possibility and high risk for things to elevate, escalate, misunderstandings, and so, I'd probably say postpone that conversation until later this month. Not necessarily this week, but let's see what the wisdom of the oracle have to say, and they have to say for you, Aries. Treasure Island, all that glitters, unfinished symphony. Yeah, bottom of the deck here. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah, I think again, this is a redirection for you, Aries. I think this. I think you're learning that. Not everything that glitters is gold. This, may also specifically when we're talking about relationships, this may be saying, don't look at, just the package here. Some of you guys falling for the bad boy here, for the ones that are out there getting so much attention, right? But I do see something coming, as you walk away from this and do the reflection with the Hermit card and, transmute, alchemize this. There is something coming in for you. We saw the the Ace of Pentacles here. You have the Chariot here. You have the Ace of Cups here. So I do see really good things happening for you here. I think this is this recognition of this pattern with the unfinished symphony here. See what let's close it out with some messages from the angels of abundance and the fairies. And if you want to see how this applies to you, again, link in bio. Quiet time. Yeah. New opportunity. Listen, you have something coming in, so stand your ground at this point. Stay at home, reflect, cultivate your own energy, detox your energy from other energies, focus on yourself. With the Ace of Cups here, this is saying, love on yourself, nurture your own energy. There's something good coming in for you. And this is, positive expectations. Yeah. This is going to be good. Inner child. Again, this is hitting your wounding, Aries. So, listen, it's no fun going through this, but I think at this point, Aries, you have gotten the assignment. I feel like in the overall, scheme of things, this really helped you and pushed you to realize that this is a pattern. And I think that you are done with it.